lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Clemson Tigers. Free State was David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game they have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers' offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun. Like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just... This game is going to be emotional. I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Everett. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position because your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational.
He's on the loose. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field is Everett. He'll get rid of it. Pulls it in. It's good. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. At the 35, he's open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Simmons. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MT if they can stop him on third down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Working the ground game. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off again. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set. First down. Dropping back, it's Everett. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Good. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. NC State heads out gearing up to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Simmons. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Making his first move. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Changing the routes with his receiver. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He wants to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Bush. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. NC State going up-tempo.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. On the run, fires downfield. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this 1st half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the number 5 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Seminoles on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now back to your game in Death Valley. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Stop right there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Now on first down from the 28. Trying to establish the run. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Offense gets set for second down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Speeding down the right side, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block, and now the hit knocks it loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here
makes the catch, and he's free. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. NC State quick to the line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. NC State now operating from the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Ready to try the point after.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Back to throw, it's Everett. Out wide left, it's Preston. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, the ground game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for running room. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that...
And he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Could not make his way to the corner.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gonna look downfield again. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
To the air, it's Everett. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Still on his feet. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Breaks the ground.
A drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. NC State going up tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Finds his man on the RPO. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Ballman?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the fourth quarter.
RPO complete. Still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking left. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. Gashes the heart of the knee. The 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Ben. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Quick give. There he goes. The 20. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Sets his feet. It's Everett. Fires quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Wolfpack sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.